Hey everyone, today we have part 5, and it's about the minimum viable product. Each of us has dreams, ideas, and projects we want to bring to life. A business we've long wanted to launch, a body we've wanted to get in shape, a product that's been fully formed in our heads for a while now. But most people get stuck before they even begin, not because they lack ideas, and not because they lack desire. They get stuck because of endless overthinking. How do I make this perfect? How do I account for everything in advance? How do I avoid making mistakes? The modern world makes this trap even deeper. Today, you can always look at how others do things, how their product is structured, what system they use, what approach they take, what results they get. One blogger says one thing, another says the complete opposite. One expert recommends this method, another recommends something entirely different. And you go back again into analysis, comparison, searching for the best possible option. Instead of simply starting, this is called the endless optimization mode, and it kills results before they even have a chance, where clarity lives. There is one thing most people understand too late. There is no clarity in thoughts. Clarity only appears in action. You can spin an idea around in your head as long as you want, look at it from every angle, build logical chains. But real understanding of how something works only comes when you actually start doing it. That's why there is a simple but powerful truth worth remembering once and for all. An imperfect action is always better than perfect inaction. Always, without exception. Because only action produces results, only action generates feedback, only action moves you forward. Any delay disguised as, "I am not ready yet," or "I need a little more preparation," is, in essence, a choice to stand still. And standing still never brings you closer to your goal. What MVP is and why it changes everything. To escape the trap of endless overthinking, there is one key principle, the MVP, the minimum viable product. This is a concept worth applying not just in business, but in every area of life. Health, creativity, learning, relationships, personal projects. The essence of MVP is simple. When you want to create or start something, your job is not to perfect it on the first try. Your job is to create a minimum version that already works and is already capable of delivering results. Not a perfect version, not a flawless one, but a living, real, and launched one. This fundamentally changes your approach. Instead of asking, "How do I make this perfect?" you start asking a different question. What is the minimum version of this that will already work and already deliver results? That question is what shifts you from thinking mode into action mode. MVP in real life. Simple examples. Let's look at a concrete example. You want to start taking care of your health and lose weight. The classic scenario goes like this. You start researching nutrition, counting calories, exploring types of workouts, comparing gym versus home training, reading about cardio and strength training, thinking about sleep schedules and recovery. A week goes by, then 2. You are still getting ready to start. No results. The minimum viable version looks different. Start walking 10,000 steps every day. That's it. No complex systems, no calorie counting, no gym membership, just walk. After a month, you'll see the first results. Enthusiasm will come, momentum will build, and then you can add the next element. For example, 3 sets of push-ups 3 times a week. Sounds simple? Exactly. Does it work? Yes. And that's exactly how progress is built. Not through a perfect plan, but through the sequential addition of elements on top of a working foundation. The same applies to business and products. You want to create a course, launch a service, release a product. You already have the concept, the ideas, the structure in your head, but you are still thinking, "I need to finish this, tweak that, redo this part, and only then show it to people." Months go by. The product still doesn't exist. The minimum viable product is the version with which a person can already get a result. Not the ideal version, not the final one, but the one that already works and already delivers value. Record it, package it, release it. Get feedback. Improve. Release again. Improve again. That's exactly how truly strong products are created. Not inside one person's head, but in dialogue with a real audience. Why the perfect plan is an illusion. There is one more important thing worth understanding. You never know in advance what will actually work. You think you know what people will like, what will grab their attention, what will generate a genuine response. But you can't guess it. You can spend months polishing a product, bring it to what you personally consider perfection, and still get a mixed reaction. Some will say, this is great. Others will say, too complicated. Others, too simple. And some won't even understand what it's about. And that's okay, because the market and real people will always show you what no amount of preliminary analysis ever could. The only way to find out what works is to release it, observe, listen to feedback, and adjust course. 3 months of real action and iterations based on live feedback will always yield more than 3 months of perfect planning in a vacuum. What happens when ideas get stuck inside? There is one more effect that rarely gets talked about openly. When your ideas, energy, and ambitions stay inside too long, they start to weigh on you. You hear motivational speeches for the 100th time and they irritate you. You see other people's success and feel not inspiration, but anger. You come across another secret to success and it makes you sick. Not because any of it is bad, but because everything is already inside you, the knowledge, the ideas, the desire, but you haven't given it life. You haven't let it out. You haven't brought it to reality through action. And that bottled up state creates internal pressure that over time turns into irritation, apathy, and the feeling of going nowhere. There is only one way out. Give your ideas life through action, not through perfect action. Through real, alive, minimal, but genuine action. Conclusion: MVP is not about low quality, and it's not about cutting corners. It's about the fact that moving forward is always more valuable than standing still waiting for the perfect moment. It's about the fact that feedback from the real world is more valuable than any assumptions inside your head. Take any area of your life where you've long wanted to make a change or start something. Ask yourself one question. What does the minimum viable version of this look like? What is the simplest, most concrete thing you can do today to make it real? Find the answer, and do it, not perfectly, but now. Great, let's move on to lesson number 6.